So what we have to do is allow 8 to 12 weeks of consistent exercise in order for you to make a true gain in your capability. So for instance, that bench press of 200 pounds, you might be able to now bench press 225 at 10 reps. However, your biceps tendons, your latissimus dorsi tendons, your pectoral tendons might not be ready to handle 225 yet. Hi, this is Julien, licensed PE teacher, licensed personal trainer, world record powerlifter, using mindset, encouragement, accountability, and nutrition to help you be the best you. Today, I got a couple of questions that were asked to me online and in person that I wanted to answer today, so that way that you guys can begin to understand the nuances when it comes to getting in shape and how do you navigate the pitfalls that comes with it. First one was, I'm experiencing pain in certain parts of my body. It tends to hurt when I do these specific exercises. Why is that, and what can I do to stop it? Well, with this particular person, I'm not going to go directly into the specific injury that they were dealing with, but what I will tell you is that usually when people are experiencing aches and pains, when they're performing specific exercises such as the bench press, squat, shoulder press, things of that nature, chances are it's your smaller stabilizing muscles that are experiencing extreme stress, why it is that why you cannot perform to your optimal levels. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is, let's say, for instance, let's use me as an example. For me, sometimes I get pain in my shoulders, sometimes I get pain in my elbow, and the reason why I'm having those pains is my body is telling me to scale back. Yes, I could be stronger because I've developed more musculature, but the problem is that what most people don't realize is that your musculature grows faster than your tendons, and you have to give your body enough time for your tendons to catch up with the rest of your muscular development. So for instance, let's use the bench press, right? The bench press, the primary mover of a bench press is your chest and primarily your triceps. However, what most people don't realize is that your biceps is also a stabilizer and a eccentric and a isometric loader in the exercise. So therefore, even though your bicep might be bigger and your biceps can handle more stress, your biceps tendon may not, because stabilizing that much weight on your shoulders might be stressful to it. Therefore, you have to give your tendons enough time to catch up with the stress that your muscles can handle. So for instance, let's say we're bench pressing 200 pounds. And by bench pressing 200 pounds, you can move it. It moves just fine. However, your triceps tendons, your bicep tendon is all screaming at you at the end of your workout. Maybe by the next day, it's really sore, tender to the touch, painful when you move in those specific motions. And we're not talking about soreness, we're talking about pain, right? The reason why that's happening is because those tendons have not developed to that level. So what we have to do is allow 8 to 12 weeks of consistent exercise in order for you to make a true gain in your capability. So for instance, that bench press of 200 pounds, you might be able to now bench press 225 at 10 reps. However, your biceps tendons, your latissimus dorsi tendons, your pectoral tendons might not be ready to handle 225 yet. Your chest might, but the tendons may not. So therefore, it is best served for you and others that are endeavoring in their fitness to give themselves 8 to 12 weeks of a specific movement in order to grow. Now, once every month, you can change the nature of your workout, but yes, and make it heavier, but at the same time, even though you're making it heavier, you're not making the reps and the sets and the rest times the same. So therefore, you're not putting those muscles into more undue stress than you would have over the next 3 months. What you're doing is that you're re-educating your brain as well as your muscles to create an atmosphere for preparation for that growth, as opposed to just simply going, oh, now I'm stronger, I'm just going to get stronger. All right? This isn't Dragon Ball Z. So you don't just automatically, your human physiology does not allow you to just simply overtake that type of stuff. Yes, you know plenty of people who have freakish body types who can turn around and overcome those things. But for the generalized statement of the human condition, you cannot do that. So as a trainer, I don't advise people to do stuff like, okay, whatever I can move, I just simply move it. Because yes, neurologically, it takes your body 6 weeks to neurologically figure out how to properly move something, therefore you feel stronger. However, yes, those 6 weeks happen, and then within the next 3 to 4 weeks after that, which is 10 weeks, you have built more muscle. However, once that muscular development has happened, you have to give yourself an additional 8 weeks to give time for the tendons to catch up, or else you're gonna have a catastrophic injury that's gonna set you back even longer and possibly put you into a position where you don't even wanna train anymore, because every time you train, you get hurt. So that's the first thing. The second thing is what do I do for food when everything that I eat doesn't help me gain weight? Now, or even in fact lose weight, right? Now the problem is, in that regards, is that you have to look at caloric need to appetite ratio. That those two things in combination makes a huge difference as to how you go about your diet on a day-to-day basis, right? So for instance, like me, huge appetite, high metabolism, when I was younger specifically, but huge metabolism, huge appetite. I can eat whatever I want, and huge activity level. So because I was active, as supremely active, because I was in the gym all the time, I never gained weight. But now that I'm teaching, I'm a little bit more sedentary, I'm not, and I have all these ventures that I'm working into, I don't have as much time to be as active as I used to. So as a result, I have to now watch what I eat specifically, because yes, my appetite is still what it is. And even though my appetite is what it is, I still have to watch what I eat, because now I have to match my caloric needs to my activity level, as opposed to just eating because I'm hungry. So therefore, this is how I maintain my body, and this is how I improve upon my body when the time comes, because if I'm going to seek improvement, now I have to find time to put myself out there more physically, as well as increase my caloric intake properly. Do I need to increase my carbs? Probably not. I should probably increase my carbs slightly, but the real increase would probably go into my proteins, and my fats. So therefore, I can allow my body to grow while not utilizing carbs to supplement my caloric needs. And therefore, once I do that, I'll build more muscle, put on less fat. Therefore, when I do my cardio, simple cardio, not extreme cardio, when I do that, now I'll put myself in a better position to keep my body in the condition that I want to keep it in, as opposed to losing my way and not being in shape anymore. So, to reiterate the things that we talked about today, number one, don't train for your ego, train to optimize your body's condition. So therefore, give yourself 8 to 12 weeks of active rest. And what I mean by active rest is you're still performing at that high level that you have already set for yourself, whatever that is, whatever you set for yourself, that's that high level, but stay at that level. Don't turn around and increase it because it's to be done. Increase it 8 to 12 weeks from when you have made those gains that you have seen, that you or other people have seen on you. Second, be mindful of your appetite to caloric need ratio and your caloric need activity ratio. If your activity and caloric need ratio is balanced, but your appetite is huge, here's my advice to you: eat more vegetables. I'm sorry, it is what it is, because vegetables are filling, and vegetables do not have a high positive net gain on your caloric count. It is the perfect food for you to eat
when you're hungry, but at the same time, you know you've already had your proteins and your fats and your complex carbs in your diet already. So therefore, add those. And my advice is, especially if your appetite is huge and you want to eat something not relatively as healthy, my advice to you is start off with a green vegetable. Not, yes, I know potatoes are a vegetable, not those. I'm specifically talking about broccoli, spinach, kale, Brussels sprouts, things of that nature to fill you up before you endeavor in eating the food that you wish to eat, because that'll save you a ton of calories. It'll keep you satisfied because the proteins and the fats that are involved in the food that you're eating already is going to sit in your stomach longer, keeping you satisfied longer, as opposed to turning around and mowing down the food and then trying to add a couple of vegetables in on the back end. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. Guys, also for the algorithm, please like the video when you watch it so that way it can reach more people and I can spread my message a little bit further. Have a nice day. Be the best you.